I don't know if you guys noticed, Chris was actually made in Minecraft. Born out of an Applebee's in Minecraft.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, that's an old joke.
Yep. I like it still.
Only the real fans will understand that. All right, folks, here we go.
Okay, we're going to get into losers semifinals. The stakes are clear.
Sweet cheese. Oh my God. That was nuts.
Yeah.
I will say, this is definitely not a blind spot matchup-wise for Rivers. If not, I don't know how frequently Stefan comes to the Wednesday weeklies, but I know they've played each other a fair amount. So it's I don't think this is going to be a blind spot, if anything, for James here. But we'll see how it all shakes down as AKFirez has opened up a lead here.
And now, I mean, yeah, sword versus sword. No chance for Chrom to upgrade it. But then again, Chrom kind of not needing the upgrades. Beautiful movement off of the stage. Smooth as butter. And not melting in the fire this time. Going to take it to 2 stocks apiece.
Hey, let's see how it all shakes down here as we, as we get into the second stock here. And again, as long as Rivers can avoid the long strings against Steve, I'm sure he'll be fine because Chrom definitely looks like he has a good job. Does a good job getting around a lot of those shenanigans, but AKFirez is just so good at being able to convert, man, off the small hits. I love it when that happens.
Thanks, James. Anyway.
Really need to make sure we screenshotted that moment.
Yeah, super cool of him. But,
hey, remember that time we were battling for neutral?
Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. Hang on. That's the up B. Down smashing, not going to find anything. Again, Rivers spacing things out so methodically, so meticulously, is willing to interact, but not afraid to zone you. You want to cross swords with Chrom, then you are more than welcome to try, but that is your punishment if you misstep. 2 stocks to 1. And for Rivers.
Dare I call that Chrom a punishment?
I mean, perhaps. You know what? I'll allow that. Here. Hang on.
I definitely thought of that one. Oh, wait a second. Nice stuff there from Rivers. Again, pulling away here. Ooh, but that card's going to maybe make things a little bit awkward. Jeez, man. The things that Steve Mains are able to come up with, just like, it's truly like watching like Picasso paint. It's really interesting stuff.
It certainly can be. Backing away. I mean, hey, AKFirez definitely showing a willingness to stretch the boundaries of what we consider possible in Smash for certain with this character that does very much the same thing, but it's going to be the up smash. It's like, hey, you know what? I don't care if you can make your own platforms. You're still not going to be able to just jump up over me for free. That's never going to be a thing.
And Chrom with the victory screen channeling his inner Rocky. If you could change, you could change.
If I could change.
Hey, I could change. Wasn't that from the bad one?
No, that was the bad one was 5.
Yes.
Yeah, the 4 was like 4 was really.
Well, 4 is one of the best ones. That's one.
Yeah.
That's the best montage.
I would say, it's up there, right? You just got Rocky training in the fields of Siberia. Yeah.
All right, and
hearts on fire. Yeah, I know.
All right, so let's see who will be playing the role of Drago. If he dies, he dies.
Oh, hang on. AKFirez jabbing, going across the stage. Hearts on fires, perhaps. And the jabs, I mean, you just get carried across the stage. All he has to do is hold A, and all of a sudden you're holding 50%.
Yeah, that's rough, man. We actually haven't seen a lot of that in his arsenal in these last few games. So definitely, I'm sure it's a character-dependent thing when you're able to make that work. But again, Rivers doing a good job. He's keeping the gap close. So.
Oh, mind card to the face. as you do.
And look, as someone that's been hit by a shopping cart in a parking lot, I imagine that hurts.
Yeah, that's not fun. I took one to the shins. It's not.
It's not fun. It'll ruin your day.
Absolutely sucks.
All right, so Rivers picking his way through the blocks, but only to be hit by the Acme. The anvil down there will come out right there in spades, and just like that, AKFirez is opening up a quick 50% here.
Yeah, again, using these platforms brilliantly. Fires, having climbed through the loser side of the bracket, been pretty clean thus far. It's going to be Rivers trying to take him out of it entirely.
All right.
One game set lead. It's, I mean, how do you maintain the momentum against a character like Steve, who can so easily frustrate you into bad choices?
Yeah, it's tough, man. You really just got to make it Steve pay with it for his life sometimes. Again, when Rivers has been able to get the hits he needs on, Steve's a very comboable weight. The only thing that's really awkward is that because of the manners at which Steve is animated, you can never really tell when he's an hit stun, so you can never really tell like what's a true combo or not, which makes it another, adds another layer of complexity to fighting this character. But again, Rivers has been doing a good job, meeting Steve where he's vulnerable, and that's, that was nice. Lost my train of thought.
Looking for that back air, not going to find it. And AKFirez doing well enough to mix up his recovery to make this a bit of a tougher proposition for Rivers, who's going to be taken down their last stock.
Ooh, all right. And catching him right there with a quick 68%.
Hang on. Flies right to ledge. Fair. Give himself a little bit of space. And yeah, that's the thing. If you're jumping off ledge, whatever jump you take, it's so easy for us to sit here and say, oh yeah, you just gotta sit here and like spam nairs, and that's a combo starter, or that's a kill option, whatever. It's like jumps are still frame commitments.
Yeah.
Like, you're still married to that arc, and you're gonna have to fall one way or another. You can make him guess the timing if you want, but at the end of the day, if you have a sword like Chrom's, you can just back at her and clean him up. Or if you're falling like that, you want to punish the landing of the swordies. AKFirez knowing that's the Smash Basics, baby.
Yeah, man. So we will at least see a fourth game here out of these guys. So AKFirez is going to get on the board here. Now, do we potentially see a switch to Diddy? I don't think so. And we've seen time and time again that matchup's probably pretty bad for Diddy Kong. So we'll see how what happens here with Rivers. Again, those vertical combos are just so nuts, man. AKFirez has been able to really make Rivers pay for his conversions his life. So.
Yeah, no, it's just the fact that even if you do have the jet barrels, not a bad option with which to recover, but you're almost forced to avoid ledge. Like, you don't get invincibility options. Okay. Yeah, why not?
Y'all ever just wake up and blow yourself up?
It do be like that sometimes. But there is
chat's funny. That's not funny though. Watching Chrom just get mercilessly comboed across the ledge.
Before I asked if we were esports, and chat decided no. So
we're in James's house, man. It's gonna get weird regardless.
Yeah, it's true. And yes, Leon is out, and thanks in no small part to some of the individuals that you're going to see on stream. Chrom is going to chase him over the ledge, and yeah, that's advantage Rivers thus far, holding 80% right now, but that's that zombie, excuse me, one stock lighter.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, that's the stuff that Rivers has to do, man. Being able to convert, when you have the opportunity. Again, it's just so complicated against Steve sometimes because he has the ability to just do so much at once. We have the command grab you have to deal with. You have, the walls he puts up to be able to protect his resources. Any opportunity you get to hit Steve and make him pay for it, you really have to take advantage of it.
We see the winner of this set, by the way, going on to face off against Haven, the individual that put Leon into losers since Leon was brought up in the chat. Scooping him up off of the ledge. Fair and minecart. That block come in such handy for AKFirez, and this is what Rivers is having to contend with, getting the most out of his first stock, but he's having such a hard time closing out this second one. Luckily, Chrom has a little bit of straight hit kill power to him, so I don't think it's something too much.
Yeah,
even with that first stock loss.
Clam Hat's favorite. Straight hit kill power.
I know. Where do you think I got it from? But also, it's so true, and it's one of those things that dictates part of the game that maybe you don't think about all that much. It's like, that's why we think of, Ike is just, a nair bot.
Yep.
It's because you can just swing the sword and things just die. You don't have to go through Marthritis. You aren't reliant on combo starters.
Like, if walking into a parked car was a kill move, you know what I mean? So.
Exactly. So AKFirez bringing this back ever so slightly. But, yeah, James, big game James, going to have to come up with a big one here. Retake the set lead.
Back air is going to make things a little bit difficult here. Okay, going to recover slightly high to avoid the down tilt. That would have caught, obviously would have caught Chrom on the way up and would have made the, the recovery cycle restart anew. So Rivers able to avoid that, by at least just slightly, starting that recovery early.
Still catching with the sword, though, making sure to get their stuff in. And also a little bit of a back-off option, perhaps, for the zombie, who's going to be sitting at 47%. With one stock remaining for each player. Very winnable for AKFirez. I mean, what's the win condition here?
Yeah, we'll see how it shakes down here. Again, Rivers has really been favoring that jab to back air against the Chrom Classic. As for AKFirez, it's going to be maybe getting those vertical combos, the no impact landing, ladders that we see so commonly, in these Steve clips.
Jab to forward air is just going to push AKFirez off the stage. We'll be looking for the back air at some point, but that Scoopy jab won. And pickaxe goes it in the face. Anvil not timing the get up correctly. Rivers making him wait.
You heard the footstool come out there. AKFirez has really been favoring that as well. The footstool into the down air.
Very true, but yeah, you know what? None of that matters if you roll and Chrom is waiting for you with the sword. That sword has a name, I'm sure. It's either way, Rivers has a name.
It's the
big one.
It's the falchion.
Yeah.
Falchion?
The falchion.
Him and Lucina have the same one because it's like a time travel sword.
Oh, okay. Huh, so today I learned that Chris is a weeb and Rivers is up by a score of 2-0.
It's like how, Thor's hammer is called Mjolnir. But if you ask Paul Rudd, his name is Jonathan. So.
Oh, that makes sense.
It's one of my favorite bit of Avengers press tour bits. Yeah, fun fact, Chris likes Fire Emblem. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Yeah, fair.
He's a fan. Name 3 songs.
Not including Zombie.
Oh, man. I love Chris, man. I love Platinum Star. This is so much fun. All right, there we go. This could potentially be the last game here. Losers semis, winner has a date with Haven, and losers finals. So far, it looks like Rivers is trying to punch his ticket for that.
Yeah, let's see how much damage you can do with a wooden pickaxe. How about 92 percentage points worth? However, you're going to lose advantage. And, yeah, you got a little adventurous with that. You were not ready with the tech, and you're going to pay for that with a stock AKFirez. An ever so slight lead.
Yeah, and this is exactly what we were talking about, Stu. Those no impact landing, up air, up tilt ladders are so critical in these, in Steve's gameplay. So now Rivers playing on the back foot here. See what his response is going to be. Nice catch with literally the last hit of up air.
Caught him with the back air. Not going to be quite enough to kill from mid stage, but yeah, from ledge, below ledge, more than enough. And that will be first blood drawn off of AKFirez in this game.
You say more than enough on that F forward air?
No, anyway.
How does that?
Yeah. We know. So AKFirez more than willing to do a little bit of traveling across the stage to get in the damage, but you can't even make it back to the stage. Rivers playing the toll man. Gonna take AKFirez and the German stock, and then Chrom aside from Rivers.
That happened all so quickly. Like,
yeah, set's over, I guess, huh?
Yeah. Good night.
Paralyze it.
Mwah! Good night, everyone.
Yeah.
Can we get a replay for that? Do we have that technology?
We do, but I didn't catch it because I'll be honest with you, I was not expecting it.
Fine.
And I was not thinking.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we saw
it was AK.
We saw that uncharacteristic. We saw that air dodge come out from AKFirez where everything just kind of kaput and he lost real early there.
Yeah, you have relief if you need it. By the way.
Yeah. So, but again, so.